it's actually quite a big decision when you buy a sneaker. So I think the reason it's so important with all the different subcultures is exactly that.
Personally, there's no real subculture I belong to. If I like a sneaker, no matter what subculture it is, I'm going to wear it. But yes, there's subculture. Like I said, I started collecting All-Stars. Back in the day, it's about All-Stars nails. I'm a kinza, when I go scratching, it's a better. So it had that cool factor because then back then, it's about it's so that's when I started collecting All-Stars.
Sneakers are very cool. They're very comfortable. Literally, I only have sneakers in my wardrobe. It's the go-to thing.
People do define themselves by their shoes. Like, I've seen people wear 1,000 Rand shoes, 2,000 Rand shoes, like on campus, when they're gonna get dirty. Like, who are you doing this for?
I don't really follow fashion trends. I buy what I feel nostalgia first and foremost, what I couldn't afford as a kid, and now I can afford it.
I would rock an All-Star because I grew up in the township, and the connection with that represents me as a person from Soweto. I wear Jordans because I like basketball. I wear trainers because I want to be comfortable, but they speak more to the football-loving side of me.
Okay. I think your sneaker represents who you are. Like, your style is unique to how you would wear it.
I'm quite big on them, but they're only pricing as well. They're quite expensive. Sneakers are quite expensive. So I'm quite big on sneakers, but I can buy those that I can afford, you know? So I'm always online just checking for what is there. That's within my budget as well. So if I can afford it, by all means. I could buy a sneaker every month. So I need to look at those things. But I could buy a sneaker every month.
A lot of times people make the mistake that to be a sneakerhead, you need to have Jordans and you need to have Nikes, and it's like, that's not really true. There's guys that have like 40 pairs of All-Stars.
I can't say I'm an aficionado of it. I'm a follower more than anything, but I don't necessarily participate. I buy new shoes, but I'm fascinated by how it becomes a sort of an identity, a form of expression for the person wearing the shoes, because you're particular. I mean, there's people who wear pink sneakers and lime green sneakers, but it speaks to their identity and who they are.
Your identity, depending on who you are, is influenced by your surroundings. If you're into music a lot, particular individual influence you to buy particular things and to dress a particular way. If you're into sports, it's the very same thing. If you're into arts and culture, if you like, at one point in time, I was highly influenced by like Nigo and Pharrell.
But internationally, I prefer the way J. Cole would like wear sneakers. Like when he comes out with his Jordan 1s in a music video, it's like just so dope to watch him out there with his own like twist on it, like maybe a way to different colors or something, you see. So that like inspires me also to mix it up with my sneakers.
And he's dead, unfortunately. My favorite artist, Mac Miller. Yeah, I liked Vans when he was like, you know, doing the things.
Like sneakers were predominantly about stories first. So when they released a sneaker, they said, oh my gosh, this sneaker was made by this guy and this guy is important because of this, you know? And they made 25 units of this shoe.
Because the reason we pay for the emotion, we pay for the story. That's the only reason we pay.
I feel like there's a lot of sneaker collecting also happening in Soweto. It's just not as visible.
I would say Cape Town is more authentic, whereas opposed to Joburg is more fashion-based.
One would assume Joburg should be the leading because it's Africa's economic hub. But I think from a cultural perspective, it started in Cape Town, but now Joburg is very much in the driving seat of it, dictating what's next, what's the next cool, and so on.
And then Durban, from the little that I know of Durban, it's slowly starting to come up, and it's not so much a authentic or fashion state. I'd say maybe it's a mix of the two, depending on who you're talking to and how they influenced or how their particular circle is. But you kind of have the newer guys that are trying to make a name for themselves by being outrageous sometimes, or you have the older guys that only wear All-Stars.
In terms of people who are pushing the sneaker that I know personally, It's the sneaker exchange guys, Zaid and Deboho, is the co-founders of Sneaker Exchange. They really about promoting the culture because they're fusing it with hip hop. And then now you find the hip hop artists like AKA, KO, OK Malumu Cool Cat. Those guys are always showcasing sneaker brands.
People who represent the sneaker culture locally would definitely be AKA, Ricky Rick. Personally for me, he used to go to my school. His name is Stefano Cavalieri. He owns the craziest sneakers. He owns Dolce & Gabbanas. He owns Comme des Garçons. From AKA, I really like that he's pushing the whole classic Reebok. He's bringing back that old school vibe.
So everybody in the hip hop culture is trying to push the sneaker culture because, for instance, the first brand or like the first thing a hip hop artist will do if they're trying to sell something is look into sneaker culture first, because that for the youth is something prolific. Then after that it's like t-shirts, merchandise, but firstly most of the time it's like sneakers.
Since AKA has got his deal, more rappers should get like sneaker deals. Yeah.
Social media as a form of dispensing culture, driving conversations about culture. And I honestly do not think badly about influencers. I think it's an interesting phenomenon. Again, it depends on whether it is authentic or not.
There's this huge thing now about online stores that sell authentic products, which is usually fake. So you're like, ask someone like, oh, where did you get those? And they're like, no, I got them from this sneaker boutique. Here's their Instagram handle. And like immediately the conversation ends because chances are those shoes are fake.
Have I been to a sneaker convention? No, I have not been to a sneaker convention. I think the culture in South Africa is still defining itself. People are finding their spaces.
Sneaker Exchange, love it to death. Appreciate what the guys have done because they created a platform for like-minded people together and exchange thoughts, conversate, exchange sneakers. That's what the name is.
Yeah, Sneaker Exchange is actually an awesome event. I've been to more than three Sneaker Exchange events since I started cleaning sneakers. For me, going to Sneaker Exchange has always been about experiencing the culture and meeting people in the industry. When it comes to sneakers and selling sneakers.
I haven't been to a sneaker convention because I'm still in high school, so a lot of the time it's either I'm at school, I'm doing work, or I have sports to do on the weekends. But definitely when I'm in varsity, I will go to as many as possible to catch up for the years that I've missed, and also to, of course, look at some really cool sneakers.
We don't really go to like sneaker conventions. We mostly go to like skate competitions, and of course we do see a lot of sneakers there. And do we win? Do we get sneakers there, or do we buy? It's mostly like when we play what we call game of skates, and this is like when you win like a prize money thing. But mostly we get like a fresh board and a new pair of sneakers.
I prefer to buy brand new sneakers. I think I've got a little bit of a issue around wearing shoes that were worn by someone else, but I understand the culture itself and what it means. Yeah,
I don't attend a lot, but I'm trying to go to Sneaker Exchange real soon.
Yeah, I do go to sneaker events because like it shows more creativity, what other people are trying to tell up behind their shoes, and like the colors that you can wear, because I'm all about colors, because I love colors like pink, blue, yellow, lovely colors. Like I would definitely go to sneaker events. I've been in a few, I was like, wow, this is so dope. Like you get shoes that like glow under the dark, shoes that have reflectors around it. Like yeah, it's very creative, right? Yeah.
A perfect sneaker event has to include like Nasty C, Ricky Rick, like South African celebrities, I think, musicians, and then probably people who like design sneakers and stuff.
Obviously, we need like local artists that are into sneakers, likes of AKA. He has like a sneaker coming up.
Obviously, music, the youth, different types of people, because I like meeting people, influencers, yeah, just high-end people that I can learn from.
Yo, oh my God. Getting in, I have to see a dope sneaker there and be like, okay, yeah, this is where I belong now, you know, so that, yeah, I fit in, like, you know, everything just has to be, yo, you know Dreamland? Like, yeah, Dreamland, everything, sneakers everywhere, like, you know, even the paintings, just sneakers, and yeah, it'll be perfect for me, yeah.
Like, it should show that it's a sneaker convention, you know, like, you know, yeah, like it should show that it is a sneaker convention. It should have sneakers and people wearing sneakers and different types of sneakers, just advertising the brand itself.
It would have the creator of Nike, yes, and a whole variety of sneakers. And it should be big, because normally it's like medium-sized.
Okay, so it has to have hype people like Ricky, Stilo Makolite, all these kind of people who love kicks, people who know their culture, know what to wear and stuff like that. And I think that there would be mostly fashion and sneakers, obviously, and colorful sneakers, colorful stuff.
First of all, it would be colorful. Like, honestly, I love color. And then I want to be a fashion designer, so probably one of my clothing styles would be on it. Yeah, and then it just needs to be high and big. Yeah.
They'll have to accommodate me first. Otherwise, I wouldn't attend it, because it's when you get to a sneaker shop, the first thing I do, if I like a sneaker, I must check out my knife and I cut it. If I can show here, I had to cut this one here so that I can push in my leg.
For me, it'll be something a lot bigger than sneaker convention, in the sense that it's nationwide, or it's continental, in the sense that African brands are also incorporated into the sneaker event and showcase African sneakers or accessories or something around, you know, Africa, not just European or Western sneakers.
We showcase our own companies, our own sneaker brands, and our own products in one place, and we get to show what South Africa is actually offering to the whole world, or to the sneaker world market. You know, having our brands, not having Nike or whatever, but having South African made local sneaker brands. When it comes to products, or it comes to the actual sneakers and accessories. So for us to grow to such a place where we're actually producing our own stuff, we're actually wearing our own brands, and we're proud of that, and we get to show the whole world how we are contributing as a continent, as Africa, and as a country, South Africa, in terms of this billion-dollar market, because it's huge.
An ideal bespoke sneaker event should have music, should have fashion, should have dance, DJs, all aspects of culture, because culture is about expression, right? And I believe that sneakers are also a form of expression, all-encompassing, because right now it's too associated with hip-hop and basketball, and I don't think that's true. You know, there's different facets of culture where sneakers find very, very strong expression.